Hey babes, it's your girl Bebe and I'm back with another video, and today it's makeup and herstory Friday, where I do my makeup, I transform into a celebrity, a character, a theme, a person, whatever, and I get to talk about the history of it. So today we are talking about Little Kim, the queen bee. And yes, I know the queen bee is Beyonce, but Little Kim technically was the queen bee first. So just saying. But today I'm really excited because I get to just transform into Little Kim. I found one of her old iconic looks and I'm gonna recreate it. I have the hair, the outfit, everything, so it's gonna be a full-on do-doop, do-doop, do-doop. I'm really excited to film this video and talk about Little Kim. I've been really into the 90s lately. If you go on my Instagram, I've been doing a lot of like 90s inspired looks. So I just thought like Little Kim would be super perfect to talk about in my makeup and herstory Fridays. So let's get into this look. And don't forget to turn the notification bell on because your girl is posting. Don't forget to check out my other videos. I just talked about my weight loss. I also just talked about my nose cuff haul. I even did a Zara haul. So make sure you guys check that out as well too. So let's get into this video. So Kimberly Denise Jones, that's actually a really cute name, Kimberly Denise Jones. Little Kim, known as the Queen Bee, was born July 11th, 1976. So she had a pretty lit life. She was an 80s kid, a 90s teenager, and she was still pretty young to be like a young adult in the early 2000s. I get jealous of people who were born in the late 70s because I feel like their upbringing was so lit. And my mom's was like that. She was an 80s kid, 90s teenager, and I just envy them because like they just had the latest come up. They really did. So Little Kim is from Brooklyn, New York. I feel like all the greats are from Brooklyn, New York, to be honest. Anyways, she lived in a development called the Ryerson Towers. They were not bad. However, they were close enough to the bad areas. And I remember watching a documentary about Biggie, and the way to describe like how Brooklyn was back in like the 80s and 90s, it was actually a pretty like rough area. Like certain areas were really rough. So I could imagine like the influence around there and how hard it is to stay on like the right path. Her parents are Ruby and Linwood Jones. She has one older brother named Christopher, and she was also very close to her brother. Isn't Biggie Smalls named Christopher?
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
I know. I thought it was interesting.
I was like, okay. And then she obviously like loved Biggie. Oh, that's really interesting. So her father was a bus driver for the New York City Transit Authority. He was very strict. He pretty much ran the home like a military. And yeah, I could imagine living in a strict household like that. And it's crazy. There's always the parents who put their children on lock are the kids that always rebel the most. Everything had to be on point in the Jones household. And he also grew up in a really strict home, so it kind of makes sense why he did it with his own kids. But surprising, people who were raised in strict homes, sometimes like they're more lenient on their kids, but I guess it was just his thing. And he had a lot of rules that Kim found difficult to follow as she got older, which is obviously the rebellion side. You know, we all had a little rebellion moment, a little bit. I feel like I didn't really rebel. I feel like I was a good kid. I think I rebelled only my last year of high school. And then I became like an illegal adult because over here it's like 19.
I remember a wild party.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
To this day, I have no idea what you're talking about. Party? Was anything broken? I don't recall a party. So because of her strict household rules, she also spent a lot of time at her aunt's house. Her aunt had 3 sons and she played with the boys all the time. You could challenge her. She was willing to play whatever sports or rough game that the boys wanted to play. That kind of reminds me of like growing up with Brandon and Jihad. Always playing video games with them and stuff like that. She was tough, but she was also very girly. That sounds like me. Growing up, I had Barbie dolls and I had Hot Wheels. I had an Easy Bake Oven and I had a Nintendo 64. So I was really good balance. It's weird, even though like I'm only child and didn't have any siblings, but like I resonate with her a lot. She was also very into fashion and she got her sense of style from her mother. Oh mom, just like I got my sense of style from you. Look at that. Me and Little Kim are very alike. And as a child, she would play in her mother's makeup and clothes. And then her parents started to fight and they broke up. So after the breakup, Kim moved with her mother to New Rochelle. Did I say it right? New Rochelle? And her brother stayed with her father. She was about 9 years old at this time, and they were living with her mom's friend. Unfortunately, her mother struggled financially. They bounced from house to house. Eventually, they started living out of the trunk of her mother's car. And it was really, really hard for Kim because she missed her friends and having a consistent home. And especially like being that age, like 9 years old, like you really start to come in your own, and you really want to have like a place that you call home, like something like you can always go to. So I can imagine like how hectic it was for her back then, not having like an actual place to call home. Especially like 9 and up is like really formative years, so that kind of sucks, you know. After the divorce was final, the courts decided that it would be best for little Kim to, I keep hearing me calling her little Kim, for Kim and her brother to live with her father. And it was really hard for her mom because she felt bad about it, but honestly it was for the best. The father was able to provide for the both of them, and it sucks. It probably sucks, like probably Kim really wanted to be with her mom, but it's just, you know, living situations, it is what it is. In high school, Kim was extremely fashionable, and obviously like if you see like little Kim back in the 90s, early 2000s, like she was definitely a trendsetter. Like little Kim is known for her music and definitely her fashion, so she was extremely fashionable in high school. She used her money her dad gave her to buy clothes, and she always had the flyest hairstyles, which is a figgity fact. Okay, girls were very jealous of her sense of style, I could imagine. Right? And lots of girls hated her. She got into several fights while in school. Why they always gotta hate? Kim was already wearing designer clothing in high school. Damn, saying that bus driver money was popping? So people were making that good money back in the day driving a bus? Damn. Not saying driving a bus you don't make a lot of money, but I'm just saying like for her to be wearing designer clothes in high school back then, damn. Kim loved rapping and started writing rhymes while in high school. She was confident and made it known that she wanted to be a rapper. So she started dating a guy named Sean, was later arrested and was sent to jail. She visited him and he later proposed to her while he was in jail. These men ain't shh. So she accepted his proposal. Was he cute? I wonder if he was cute. Curious. Is he still locked up? Wonder. Anyways, she accepted his proposal, but she stopped visiting him because she was too busy with her life, and then they later broke up. Kim and her father did not have the best relationship. She wasn't allowed to go out. She couldn't socialize. She wasn't even allowed to go to parties. She felt like her father's rules were ridiculous, and this is when the rebellion stage is going to start happening. They will get into loud arguments, and she also got into a physical altercation with her father and almost stabbed her father. Wait, what? Mom, what? Mind you guys, my mom writes my scripts out for me, like, so she does all like the research. So I'm reading this and I'm just like, wait, what the hell? She stabbed her own daddy? Damn, she almost, yeah, I said she almost stabbed her own daddy, but I'm just like, damn. And unfortunately, the relationship got worse once her father remarried. Her father and the new wife decided to move to New Jersey and told Kim that she could not move with them.
Damn.
Oh shit. It's always like, this is what I don't like. When people like end up with remarrying somebody and that person has kids from a previous relationship and they treat them like dirt. Like, I hate stuff like that. Like, I hate stuff like that. Like, like, you marry that person, you want to be with them, and their kids is an extension of them. Like, you better treat them right. Like, I think that's so petty. That is so petty. I'm not here for that. I don't like that at all. And obviously, because of what they said, Kim was deeply hurt. And honestly, anybody would be hurt by that. Like, wow, like, you're my dad and this new woman comes into your life and you want to throw me to the side because of her. Like, that's just trash. So Kim dropped out of high school. She stayed at her friends' houses, hopped to couch to couch. She started hustling, hanging with drug dealers. She was transporting drugs with them. She was hanging around the bad crowd. Imagine if her dad just kind of like let her move in with him, you know? Would she even become little Kim? Wonder. She would do anything to make money, and eventually later on she moved back in with her mother. So she met Christopher Biggie Small Wallace as a teenager. And y'all know who Biggie Small is. I don't think I have to really go into detail of who that man was. So, and if I do, and if y'all don't know who he is, this is not the video for me to tell you who he is. This is about Lil' Kim, okay? He heard about her from a mutual friend, and when he first met her, he said, I heard you could rap. And he asked her to say some rhymes for him. Biggie was surprised that she was actually good at rapping. He was like, okay girl. And she started working with Biggie Smalls right away. He started mentoring her. He helped her perfect her rapping style and technique. He also helped her with a performance, and he told her, I can make you a star. Biggie wanted to turn Kim into the female version of himself. But however, her mother wanted her to go back to school. So she started going to Brooklyn College, but she was missing classes because she was more focused on her rap career. But she still finished school, which made her mom really happy. So shout out to Kim for finishing school and pursuing her dreams at the same time. Kim spent most of her days with Biggie, and she started to develop feelings for him, and they started a relationship. However, Big later married Faith Evans, and Kim was devastated. So wait, so if he was in a relationship with Lil' Kim, he was in a whole other relationship with Faith Evans then?
Well, he was with Kim, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he met Faith and married Faith 7 days later.
7 days later?
Yeah. He met Faith Evans in the studio.
And he was dating Kim.
Well, I mean, he was sleeping with Kim. Kim was his girl but she wasn't his girlfriend, but, you know, he was Biggie Small.
And in today's episode that men ain't 7 days after, wow. She couldn't believe that he would do this to her. Like, especially only knowing Faith Evans for 7 days and marrying her. This is why when people say men know what they want from the jump, is factual. Don't let these men waste your time, y'all. Anyways, she was really shocked that he did this to her. However, they still continued their relationship. Oh, Kim. Big wanted Kim to be his lover and friend, even though he was married. Oh, so he wanted his cake and eat it too. They would get into arguments, lots of yelling and screaming, and the fights even became physical. However, Kim was not afraid to fight Biggie. And Lil' Kim is small, isn't she? Yeah. And Biggie's big. Biggie even pulled a gun on her.
That was the rumor that he pulled a gun on her.
Wow. Biggie decided to form a group called Junior Mafia. It included some of his friends from the area and Lil' Kim. The members were Biggie, Lil' Kim, Lil' Cease, Trife, Larceny, Nino Brown, Chico Del Valk, MC Klepto, Capone, and Bugsy. Their first album, Conspiracy, was released in 1995, and it had 2 hits, Players Anthem and Get Money. The group later went on road to promote the album. Kim was a huge crowd favorite. Her looks, her style, her vibe, her attitude made her the breakout star of the group, and that's what's up. Because Lil' Kim was such a fan favorite, they decided that she needed an album right away. A lot of people believe that Biggie wrote Lil' Kim's rhymes, but she was very involved and wrote for herself as well. So she was not just a rapper, but she was also a writer too. So don't sleep on my girl Kim. Then Lil' Kim got pregnant for Biggie while she was working on her first album, and she got an abortion. It was really, really hard for her, and a part of her died that day. She returned to the studio to finish the album. Okay, I'm about to do the liner, and I know I'm not gonna be able to talk and do the liner at the same time, so I'm gonna do the liner off camera and I'll come back to continue the story. Okay, I'm back, got the liner done, looking cute. So Hardcore was released in 1996, and the album set Kim apart from other female rappers because she was talking about sex in a new way that people viewed as vulgar. Her lyrics were about female empowerment, and she wanted to go toe-to-toe with male artists. She was brutally honest and did not hold back, and females loved it. All the girls wanted to be like Lil' Kim. Men loved it. She was on her way to become a rap icon. So Mom, you got this album, right?
Yeah.
Hardcore. What was your thoughts about this album at that age?
The album was amazing.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It was amazing. It was amazing. The interludes were it was a solid album. You could listen to the album from the first interlude to the very last song, and it was good. That song just described that era to a T. Little Kim, like we had never heard lyrics like that before. So girls didn't speak like that back then. Now it's common, but back then it was like, oh my goodness, what is she saying?
Clutch pearls. And you like this, like you were a fan. You never, obviously, like you were young. You were like what, 20?
Little Kim, right?
Huh?
I was the same age as Little Kim.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys were the same age.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And this album was a big deal. Like you remember, like all your friends playing it. It was a big deal.
Huge deal. It's a huge deal.
Okay. I love having my mom around, especially when I talk about these stuff, because I told you, my mom lived through the best era. 80s kid, 90s teenager, like she was lit. My mom was lit. The album included hits like No Time and Crush on You. And y'all know the Crush on You. Last year there was a whole Crush on You challenge where everybody was rapping her verse, and was really iconic about that video because she had the matching wig, with the matching makeup, with the matching outfit. So it was like red, 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 green, 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 blue, 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 yellow, yellow, yellow. And that was such a big deal. And also, your girl did a recreation of that challenge and that look too. I'll post the little clip right here so y'all can see what I did. And I did it well, okay? However, Kim continued her tumultuous relationship with Biggie. They would still fight and argue. They would break up and make up. Biggie would make promises that he could not keep. What's new? And during that time, Biggie was still married to Faith Evans and also dating rapper Charlie Baltimore.
Biggie had a wife, a mistress, and a girlfriend. It's all good.
Oh my gosh, really? So did Kim know about these? Obviously she knew about Faith. Did she know about Charlie Baltimore?
We have no idea.
Okay, it may sound really bad, but who's Charlie Baltimore? She's a rapper, but what hit song did she have?
I don't think she had a song.
Oh, okay. So we're using that term rapper very loosely?
She did have a song. I just don't think it was a hit.
Okay.
I only became aware of Charlie Baltimore after Biggie died.
Oh.
It wasn't at the time when he was alive. No one knew about her.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And people kind of doubted that she was even with Biggie. Like, it seems surprising, but not that surprising because Biggie had her play the role of Faith in one of his videos.
Oh, she was a light-skinned girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess you could say Biggie definitely lived his life to the fullest. So, sadly, Biggie Smalls was murdered on March 9th, 1960. Why is it 1967? Murdered on March 9th, 1997. I don't know why I said 67. My bad. And Kim did not believe it at first. She was devastated. She felt like her whole world was destroyed. And for a long time after his death, she didn't want to do anything. She was devastated. This was like her mentor. This is the guy who helped her, you know, really pursue her career as like a rapper, you know, believed in her and everything. So she was devastated. She would stay in her room and cry. She refused to go out. She recorded Ladies Night after Biggie died, and it was a collaborative song with Missy Elliott, the queen. We need to do a video about Missy Elliott one day too. Angie Martinez, The Brat, and Left Eye from TLC. We also need to do a video about TLC as well too. That'd be a good one as well, Mom. The song was a part of the soundtrack to the Martin Lawrence movie Nothing to Lose. I feel like I never watched that movie.
I know I didn't watch that movie.
You didn't watch the movie?
No. We should watch it though.
Yeah, we should watch it. So her outfit in the 1999 MTV Awards set the world on fire. She was the most talked about artist that night. She wore that purple outfit, you know, with the like purple, the breast patch, and then the purple wigs. You know, Lil' Kim was all about like the monochromatic look, and that look was a moment. Like that was a moment that Kim became a true fashion icon. Like till this day, people talk about that outfit. The crowning moment was when her favorite artist, Diana Ross, came on stage and flicked her breast. Imagine like your artist would be like, hey. Don't y'all think I need to recreate this look? Cause my mom's been dying for me to recreate that Little Kim look. I don't know if I want to. I feel like my boobies are not perfect, but whatever, I might. Who knows, I might. After Biggie's death, Kim continued to release successful albums. Lots of people thought her career would be over after he died, but she proved them wrong. She was not a one-hit wonder. She became even bigger after his death. She released her second album in 2000 called Notorious Kim. Now it's time to talk about the beefs that Lil' Kim had with other female rappers. So the first beef she had was with Foxy Brown. While in high school, Kim met Foxy Brown. Oh wow, really? Okay. They became very close even though they were part of different hip-hop groups. They appeared in the Bratz remix of Total song No One Else. They did a New York fashion show together and appeared on the cover of Vibe magazine together. Seen here, I'll put it on the screen. However, the relationship started to sour after they both released their album during the same week, and media publications started pointing out how similar their album covers were. So they started pointing out that they were sounding quite similar, basically saying they were copies of each other, or someone was biting the other style. They both came from New York, so it's not surprising that they would sound similar, and they both released diss songs, and their relationships were completely soured. It kind of sucks because I feel like the rap industry always love to pin female rappers against each other, and I feel like it's just unfair because there could be so many male rappers but it only could be like one female rapper at top. So it's just crazy that how like they always want to, it always has to be a competition. It always has to be a competition, and it sucks. Next is Lil' Kim versus Nicki Minaj. We already know that beef and all that drama, but Lil' Kim has been feuding with Nicki Minaj ever since Nicki dissed her in one of her tracks called Hood Stars. And Kim has accused Nicki for biting her style, and they've gone back and forth in the media, dissing each other over the years, and to this day nothing has been reconciled. So, which sucks because I feel like if they really were to team up, it would literally like it would be lit. I wish they would, but I don't know. They both have very strong egos, so I highly doubt if that were to ever happen. I'll be very shocked, but I'll be very here for it. Like, would y'all love to see a Nicki and Lil' Kim collab? Also, on March 17th, 2005, Lil' Kim was convicted of 3 counts of conspiracy and 1 count of perjury of lying to the federal grand jury about her and her friends' involvement in a 2001 shooting outside of the Hot 97 studios in Manhattan. She was released in July 2006 and after serving approximately 12 months in jail. So Lil' Kim has a daughter. Her name is Ro Rain. She was born on June 9th, 2014, and her father is a rapper named Mr. Papers. Do you know any of his songs?
Not at all. Where did we find information on him?
Really?
Yeah, I think he's from Honduras.
Oh.
And that's about it. He's a rapper. That's all I know.
Okay.
They have a very up and down relationship. As most relationships.
We're gonna talk about her legacy. Kim's music promotes sex-positive feminism and importance of female pleasure. And she's also known for a risk-taking, luxurious approach to fashion that inspired many artists. She is no doubt a fashion icon, as well as one of the most influential rappers of all time. She has inspired designers such as Marc Jacobs, Versace, and Giorgio Armani. So I'm gonna put on my wig and my outfit, transform into Lil' Kim, and I'll come back and we're just gonna wrap up this video. Hey babe, this is my final look. Look at that. I did a pretty good job with this look, I must say. Yep. My little closet cosplay. Is crazy that I was able to do this look, and the crazy thing is I had almost everything in my closet already. I already had the wig, I had the jacket, I had this mesh bodysuit. The only thing I had to get was the bathing suit, and yeah, this look came together. I look good. Mom, what do you think?
It's good.
Do I look good, y'all? Do my Lil' Kim dance? Oh god, I hope you guys like this look. I hope you guys like the video. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to talk about any of your faves or just anything you always want to know about, and I will be happy to transform into them and talk about them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week of Makeup and Herstory Fridays, and I'll see you guys again next week for another video. Bye, babes.